What you're about to see is something that's never been done before in the history of warfare. Not in World War II, not in Desert Storm, not in the shock and awe campaign over Baghdad. What you're about to see is an entire regime security apparatus being hunted and erased in real time, not by troops on the ground, but by machines. It's day 13 of the Iran war. And what started as an air campaign is now something else entirely. The strikes are no longer hitting just missile silos and military bases. They're hitting street corners. They're hitting the Revolutionary Guard's last line of defense, the checkpoints, the patrols, the militarized thugs terrorizing neighborhoods, and they're vaporizing them with uncanny pinpoint accuracy. Stick with me to the very end of this video because we're about to find out why this isn't just a war. This is the future arriving all at once, and the world will never be the same. Hey gang, it's me, Dr. Steve, your Patriot Professor, here to help you make sense of day 13 of the war in Iran with breaking news and analysis you're not going to get anywhere else. So you know what to do. Make sure to smack that bell and subscribe button. Also, the decisions being made right now aren't just political. They're personal. Your kids' schools, their values, their future. Sign up for my free Patriot Alerts so you're never caught off guard. Click on that link below right now. Multiple reports are now indicating that we have officially entered the next stage in the war. With air superiority accomplished, Israeli and American drones are now hitting IRGC checkpoints inside Tehran. This is what's left of the Revolutionary Guard checkpoints set up on street corners to terrorize civilians into submission. FARS news agency, that's the Revolutionary Guard's own propaganda outlet, is confirming that drone strikes hit Basij checkpoints in districts 1, 14, 15, and 16 across Tehran, killing at least 10 security personnel. These are the corners where Basiji thugs, so Basijis are a Revolutionary Guard paramilitary unit. They've been setting up machine gun mounted vehicles and running nighttime patrols to keep the Iranian people from rising up again like they did in January. As it turns out, it's also making them very easy targets for Israeli and U.S. drones. Take a look at this footage. The flashing lights you're seeing are Allied drones patrolling the skies of Tehran. And they're vaporizing Revolutionary Guards gathered at these checkpoints throughout the city. I mean, think about what this means. The regime's entire survival strategy right now, its only remaining card is internal repression. They've lost their missile capacity. Their Navy is at the bottom of the Persian Gulf. Their Air Force hasn't gotten a single jet off the ground. Khomeini is dead. Their new supreme leader is literally a cardboard cutout. The IRGC's generals are either dead or fleeing from their bases. So what's left? What's left in terms of trying to keep the regime in place are these checkpoints. Basijis with guns on street corners, trying to keep 90 million Iranians from finishing what they started in January. And now, those guys are being hunted by Israeli drones in real time. And the reason why this signifies the next stage in the war is because hitting the Basij and other internal security forces indicates that they're either preparing the field for protests and uprisings, or they're just going to be satisfied by wiping out whatever's left of the regime. And again, this is another reason why ground troops are less and less needed in modern technopolar warfare. Increasingly, robotics are replacing boots on the ground with maneuverability that completely transcends those boots. I mean, drones, think about it, they can hit targets thousands of feet high in the air and hundreds of feet down below. A single drone can hit targets on top of buildings and in basements, and with pinpoint accuracy. The IDF for identifying with lightning speed through the use of AI, IRGC forces and military infrastructure inside Tehran and striking them shortly after they're located. That means the kill chain is so tight that a Basiji checkpoint gets spotted, a drone is tasked, and it's gone possibly within minutes. This is precision erasure of the regime's last functioning enforcement mechanism. And speaking of technological precision, take a look at this. You are witnessing the future of warfare in real time. This is the Iron Beam. And it's a laser. It's an Israeli directed energy weapon developed by Rafael Advanced Defense Systems that fires a 100-kilowatt beam at incoming rockets, drones, and mortars and burns them out of the sky. It literally incinerates them. This footage confirms the Iron Beam's first ever combat use, intercepting Hezbollah drones and rockets along Israel's northern border as a group opened a second front in support of Iran. No nation has ever deployed a high-energy laser interception system in live combat before ever. Here's why this changes everything. An Iron Dome interceptor, right, a missile interceptor, costs around $50,000 per shot. An enemy rocket costs maybe $5 or $10,000. That math, that discrepancy has been bleeding Israel dry for years. The Iron Beam, it costs about $3 a shot. It now costs $3 to knock out a $10,000 missile. They've flipped over the equation of defense. It now costs nothing. Oh, and it's unlimited. As long as you got power, you got ammunition. Iran spent decades building an arsenal of tens of thousands of rockets, thousands of drones to overwhelm Israel's defenses, and Israel just made them obsolete with a beam of light. So what on earth is really going on here? What are we actually witnessing on this battlefield? The answer is going to blow you away. Speaking of it, if a nuke does go off, God forbid, you know what? You better have this. If the power shuts down and there's no heat, this is going to be your lifesaver, because if you can believe it, inside this tiny little orange bag, almost by magic, is an emergency sleeping bag that reflects your heat back onto you so you stay warm even when it's freezing outside. You will not believe how warm this emergency sleeping bag is. It's so small, as you can see here, that it actually fits into your glove compartment, or it can fit in your handbag, and it's meant to be life-saving. It'll keep you warm down to literally Arctic temperatures. It's absolutely amazing. It's waterproof, it's windproof, bright orange, so it can be spotted from far up in the sky. It's made up of this weird space tech fabric that stretches and reflects your heat back onto you. And it keeps you warm even when the power's off, the heat is out, or, you know, you're trapped in a blizzard or some kind of in the middle of nowhere. So right now, they are flying off the shelf due to the civil unrest, the natural disasters, the man-made crises, and war that's happening all over the earth. If you're concerned with where things are headed, but don't know what your first step should be, this is it. The emergency sleeping bag is recommended by emergency experts around the world, used by hundreds of thousands of people, and saves countless lives every single year. Waiting does nothing. Taking action so you have this when your family needs it, that's the best step you can take today. And since these are on sale, you might as well get the best price we've ever done. Click below to see this huge sale for yourself. Here are the details. Right now, they're marked down over 59% with free shipping on multi-packs. Get your family ready today and save a bundle before the sale ends. Oh, and I almost forgot, the 10-pack ships free. So that doubles up your savings. Make sure your family has real protection when it matters most. Click on that link below right now. The Iran war is something genuinely unprecedented in human history. This is the first, we might call it, Terminator War. And that's because this is the first war conducted largely by artificial intelligence. The Pentagon is using Palantir's Maven smart system, powered by Anthropic's Claude AI, to generate targets in real time from satellite imagery, surveillance platforms, and classified intelligence feeds. Claude has been integrated into Maven to analyze intelligence data, suggest targets, generate coordinates, and prioritize them based on operational importance. Now, the key here is that these are processes that used to take military analysts weeks to complete. They're now being compressed into mere seconds. One Georgetown University study found that Maven allowed a single artillery unit to perform work that previously required around 2,000 staff with a team of just 20 people. Meanwhile, SpaceX's Starlink, with an estimated 50,000 terminals already inside Iran, was pumping uncensored internet into the country from low Earth orbit, destabilizing the regime's information control. The Trump administration had smuggled thousands of additional Starlink terminals in Iran in January. Iran tried military-grade satellite jamming, GPS spoofing. They even got Chinese jamming technology to fight it, and yet Starlink kept transmitting. From 6,000 satellites overhead, the information kept flowing, while the Pentagon used the military variant Starshield to coordinate strike operations with interference-resistant communications. And then there's, of course, what we saw earlier, the technology of what's technically called directed energy, those lasers. Navy destroyers off the coast deployed the Helios system, a high-energy laser built by Lockheed Martin. CENTCOM footage showed Helios engaging and destroying Iranian drones, burning them out of the sky with concentrated energy beams. I mean, you've got to let this hit you. The days of aerial missile defense, using missiles to shoot down other missiles, are over. Like we saw with Israel's Iron Beam, its own high-energy laser defense system, these aerial defense missiles are being replaced with 100-kilowatt lasers that fire at the speed of light. They shoot the rockets down with pinpoint precision and at near zero cost per shot. Literally just a couple of bucks. So this is the age of what scholars call technopolarity, where civilizational power is increasingly defined not by land mass, not by the size of your army, not by how deep you can dig your bunkers, but by your mastery of the technological stratum, the invisible layer of stealth, precision, satellite, cyber, orbital, and AI-enabled systems that sits above the traditional battlefield. And whoever controls the stratum controls the world. I mean, you've heard it said, he who has the high ground has the advantage. Well, this is putting the high ground on steroids. That's precisely what we're seeing on display in the Iran war today. And in many ways, no matter what ultimately happens, the world will never be the same. So many of you have asked how you can support what we're building here. And one simple way is through our Turley Talks merch, designed to reflect the values we live by. Just click the link below, take a look. I think you're going to love it.